becomes another knockout victim of fast-rising Tommy Morrison.
That's all I do is boxing. I go to bed thinking about it, and I wake up thinking about it.
He's a kid that has all the potential in the world.
He has a lot of desire, a lot of spirit, a lot of heart. Plus, he's one of the nicest young men you ever wanted to run across.
Nice is not normally one of the expected ingredients for a championship boxer, but there is little normal about Tommy Morrison. As a young teen, he fought in tough man competitions to put food on the family table.
I never was thought of as a bully. I was always, liked by everybody. And I like to be liked by everybody. I'm willing to get along with anybody that wants to get along with me.
As a pro, Tommy has not made any friends inside the ring. He's a perfect 7-0 with 7 knockouts, all but 2 of those in the opening round. Morrison's left hook may be headline news, but his future success depends on defense.
The head is a very fragile computer, and it can't take much of a pounding, so we're doing everything we can to protect him against that. That's why we work on defensive skills so much.
Morrison knows it could be years before he gets a shot at boxing's big time, but Tommy has already given his backers a small taste of it.
You can't imagine what a thrill it is to be standing in the ring at Madison Square Garden and have, a fighter that you've worked with for so long standing there in the middle of the ring that was occupied by Jack Dempsey and Joe Louis.
My main goal in life is to be able to take care of my parents. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here to start with. But, I just want to make sure that they get everything they deserve out of life.
Morrison's two-handed attack is too much for Allen Jamerson. This fight against Lorenzo Boyd marks the dramatic turning point in Tommy Morrison's career. Seated at ringside, observing Tommy in person for the first time, is legendary boxing manager Bill Cayton. Cayton, who with his late partner Jim Jacobs had previously managed Edwin Rosario and Wilfred Benitez, each to 3 world championship titles, and who is credited for the meteoric rise of Mike Tyson, acknowledged to be the very best job of managing a fighter in the history of boxing, was invited by John Brown to see Tommy box and possibly to get involved in Tommy's career both in and out of the ring. Cayton was very impressed with the great natural punching power of the boy nicknamed the Duke and agreed to use his vast knowledge and experience and his contacts in boxing and television to make Tommy a true superstar. Morrison delights his hometown Kansas City fans with a 2-round demolition of highly touted Lorenzo Boyd. After this spectacular victory, Bill Caton, the new force behind the Duke, had these fascinating comments about Morrison.
This extraordinary natural ability. He has a natural left hook. A coordinated left hook is something that really cannot be taught. At least the propensity to do it is something you have to be born with, and Tommy has it. Some great fighters became great. I'm not making any comparison between Tommy and the fighters I'm going to name, but two great fighters, two great heavyweights, legendary heavyweights, really had just basically a great left hook. Never anything very much more. That's Jack Dempsey and Joe Frazier. They became great world champions on the basis of having extraordinary, strong left hooks.
Tommy Morrison's first fight with Bill Caton at the helm is a rousing success. Tommy Morrison is on his way. Although Morrison was then just a 4-round preliminary fighter, Bill Caton wanted Morrison to be featured in every bout, something absolutely unheard of in the history of professional boxing. He persuaded Gary Selesner and Bernie Dillon, his longtime friends at Trump Plaza, to go all out for Morrison.
Referee is a one-time heavyweight boxer, Randy Newman.
And he was a good one. He fought in the Garden. He fought many good fights. And now a very successful man in business. Stays in boxing.
And down goes Wilson.